Looks like we're getting a mayoral rematch in November, and Mayor Wanda Williams will be running against Treasurer Dan Miller again because he got enough votes on the Republican side in the primary. And now Miller says, yep, he'll take it. He'll run as a Republican after losing the primary to Williams. Here's CBS 21's TJ Anthony explaining why this is a different kind of run this time.
Now, some odds are stacked up against Dan Miller, even though he did win that Republican nomination in May. Like, Harrisburg has not voted in someone on the Republican side as mayor in years. And while this is a way for Dan Miller to redeem himself, he's no stranger to losing on the Republican ticket.
Yes, I will be on the ballot as a candidate for mayor in the fall.
Harrisburg Treasurer Dan Miller making it known he's not backing down to his incumbent challenger, Mayor Wanda Williams, after losing to her in the Democratic primary.
Let's move forward on November 4th. Thank you.
As he gets ready for a rematch, Miller still has a lot of the same campaign promises. Rebuilding Broad Street Market, a focus on public safety, revitalizing the downtown area, among other things. Though his name will appear on the Republican ticket, his party status remains the same.
In May, I was a registered Democrat. Today, I'm a registered Democrat. And on November the 4th, I'm going to be a registered Democrat.
This decision is not a surprise for many since he lost the primary by just around 75 votes. A big question still remains. Will Democrats still vote for Miller on the Republican ticket come November? Do you think it'll be difficult for you to get those Democrats to vote for you while you're on the Republican ticket?
Not any of them that actually know me. If you know me, you know I'm the same guy and I have the same values. If you're maybe a more uninformed voter and you really don't know who Dan Miller is, and you know, okay, then maybe I can, lose some of those.
This election serving as a bit of deja vu for Miller. In 2013, Miller lost the mayoral primary, still gaining the Republican nomination through write-ins. However, in the general election, he lost to the Democratic nominee.
And I never had any thought of winning that election, but I did want to give at least Harrisburg a choice. And so I wasn't running a campaign like we're running.
More than 1,500 primary voters selected City Councilman Lamont Jones and the other two mayoral candidates who faced off against Miller and Mayor Williams in the primary. The two current candidates must try to sway those votes if they want to win this go-round.
I voted for Lamont Jones. Yeah, we're ready for change, and Dan is the man to change everything and help us turn everything around.
I did reach out to Mayor Wanda Williams' office about this rematch. In a statement, they told me the mayor says anyone is welcome to run, but not everyone can do the job. He has run before. He has done nothing for the city in the past. That won't change. The people will have the final say. Reporting for Now in Harrisburg, I'm TJ Anthony, CBS 21 News. Back to you.
Been a busy day in Harrisburg. The mayoral race heating up. Dan Miller joining the fray. We have some more to tell you about as well, because this morning Mayor Wanda Williams announcing a one-time $8 million investment for the 2025 Affordable Housing Development Fund. It's all aimed at expanding quality, safe, and affordable housing to eligible developers out there. The city asking for those qualified developers who have a record of building or expanding affordable housing to step up and apply. And while the mayor was making that announcement, Harrisburg Treasurer and registered Democrat Dan Miller making a different kind of announcement. He will run against Wanda Williams again, this time as a Republican in the fall. Miller says he's been a Democrat for 40 years and will remain a Democrat even though his name will be on the Republican side because he got enough votes in the primary as a Republican to make it to this stage. The treasurer says he plans to be a candidate for all of Harrisburg, focusing attention on the Allison Hill community where he made the announcement today. I got a chance to hear from both Williams and Miller during the Harrisburg mayoral debate, the primary debate. That was back in May. We asked since then, the last run for mayor that Miller had, what's going to be different this time since he didn't win the last time?
First of all, I was working full-time, managing my CPA firm and running. I ran only because we had a mayor that people wanted to get rid of, and it appeared that I would be the likely person to do that. So it's very different this time. I've given it my full go.
That's what he said then. Barely lost by a few votes, but now he's ready to go for it. So last time that they ran against each other, this was once again for the primary. The mayor said she had doubts about Dan Miller. Here was part of that.
please don't be fooled by Miller, because city council member, he cost us $1 million because he sued Mayor Reed. How can you have experience when you not worked the whole year? I mean, your whole life, okay? So I'm asking you.
Nope, you can't interrupt. This is the end of this. We all
You
agreed
did.
to the rules. We
You
all
did.
agreed to the rules.
Excuse
Stop.
me.
Hold on. Let's
Excuse
stop the
me.
timer. Let's stop the timer for a moment.
Excuse
We
me.
all agreed to the rules. If you want to address this afterwards, you can. But this debate has specific rules, and she can say what she wants to in her 90 seconds. Let's clarify here. So she said that he had sued the city. There was no proof of that. That's where he had an issue. This could all come up again is what we're telling you because they're running against each other. In the meantime, let's talk about our political insiders. They talked about all of this as well.
Well, I think, the Democrats, a really contentious primary, right?
Yeah.
They all know him, and those who voted for him will vote for him again. And there's going to be those Republicans in the city who are just going to vote for the Republicans. So there's a good shot that he can make up the numbers. I think it's very possible.
It's tough. It's tough to do. It's happened, and it's happened, multiple times before. You see it in Allegheny County and a couple others. But it's tough to do, but it can happen.
All right, more of that conversation with the insiders and the holdup on the state budget. What's going on? It's all there for you. You can catch it Sunday mornings at 8:30, but that full episode is online right now.